Lieutenant J.G. Stephanie Benn, serving on the USNS Comfort. My job while I'm here is I'm a Navy Reserve nurse, and currently I'm working in this hospital tent behind me. When patients come in on the ambulance, we determine whether they have been tested for COVID-19. If they have no COVID test on record, then they come in this tent, we test them for COVID-19, and that determines where we place them for care on the ship. It takes about 45 minutes, and they're hoping to get something to shorten that time frame. But by the time we do the test, time it, it's ran to the lab up on the ship, up on the 01 deck, which is a ways up. And then for that to process with all the other labs and come back to us, it's about an hour and a half. So we get some good time down here with them to kind of explain what's going on and make them more comfortable with the process. One of our patients that came in was not really sure where she was at. She was scared. She had a bad appendix, and she was getting some IV treatment for that at a hospital, but was moved to us for continuing care. She was an unknown COVID-19, so we placed her in our tent. We explained the process and explained to her that we were going to continue to take care of her, but we needed to know her COVID-19 status to know and determine where to place her on the ship. She was unaware that the ship was here in New York City, and she was very scared about being positive and what was going to happen to her. So I sat down with her and explained everything, and we found out she was negative, so we placed her on the ward that was a negative COVID-19 ward for her to continue to get her IV antibiotics, so then she could hopefully go home soon. And she was thrilled to find out she was negative and was pretty tearful, which, you know, is emotional for us too, because we know they're scared. So explaining it to her, she was very appreciative, and she's getting her care continued. One of our patients that came in had been hit by a motorcycle, had fractured his wrist, wondered what we were all doing in Army fatigues, and when I explained to him that we were Navy nurses and corpsmen taking care of patients from the overflow of the hospitals, he was very appreciative. He said he didn't realize that this was where he was going and that he could possibly even have surgery on the ship. So they were able to fix his wrist and cast it. And yesterday we saw him come to the discharge tent, and we were able to go and wish him well. And he was very appreciative and said that he has a great story to tell from here on out about his time here. Yes, I did volunteer. I feel quite honored and humbled to be here and to be able to do my part to help combat this virus, because I feel as a nurse that this is our frontline experience with the war on this virus, and the support from the community, how we were received here in New York City, coming into the harbor, and just from the patients who are just so thankful to have care. I'm just hoping that our time here is well spent and that we can make a difference.